Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. This dad joke is from member Andrew Powers. If a king sleeps on a king-sized mattress and a queen sleeps on a queen-sized mattress, what does a prince sleep on? An air mattress. All right. It's a little sad that the king and queen are sleeping in separate beds, but anyway. Let's also reveal this day in history. All right, what do you think happened on March 15th, 493? King Odoacer, Odoacer of Italy, Odoacer of Italy is murdered. Was it really Italy in 493? Anyway, on March 15th, 493, Odoacer, the first barbarian king of Italy, was murdered. His reign was generally considered to mark the end of the Western Roman Empire. Odoacer entered Italy around 470 and joined the Roman army, serving under a Roman general named Orestes. When Orestes overthrew Emperor Julius Nepos, Odoacer led his troops in a revolt against Orestes and proclaimed himself king in 476. He met his match in the Ostogothic king of Italy, Theodoric, who soon after invited Odoacer to a banquet and killed him. All right. Well, I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Abdullah, Helene Austin, and Richard Canning. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got dog, hog, frog, spork, cog, blog, smog, doze, horn, gear, corner, motel, monopolize, pinion, bogart, and sprocket. Okay. Sprocket has something to do with like, what is it? Actually, I don't know. Is that like a socket? A sprocket? What's going on here? I felt like I was reading a Dr. Seuss book for a little bit. Dog, hog, frog, cog, smog, blog. Then spork out of nowhere. Spork is a portmanteau. I wonder if we have portmanteaus. Like, I wonder if sprocket is a portmanteau. Smog is a portmanteau of smoke, fog, I would suppose. Maybe sprocket is. What else would be a portmanteau? Blog, right? Pretty sure. Doze, horn, gear, corner. I'm going to try it. Nope, 1 away. Maybe it's not blog then. Maybe it's not sprocket. All right, I'm not going to chase a 1 away. What else do we have here? Cog and gear, just making up like a mechanical system. I think maybe a pinion. See, I'm not really all that. Oh, what did I include spork in the portmanteaus? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I started with spork for the portmanteaus. Okay. Is pinion related to that? I'm not entirely sure what a pinion is. Maybe sprocket goes in it. I'm just going to try these. All right, toothed wheels. +2 to green, really pulling its weight on that one, that's for sure. So sprocket didn't belong. So it is portmanteaus. It's smog, it's spork, and blog. And I just have to find the other. It's not motel, is it? I don't think it's motel. It could be. That would be interesting. Doze? Like to sleep? Or to bulldoze? Okay, we got bull, right? Bulldoze, bullhorn, bulldog. And I think, is bullfrog a thing? Actually, maybe not. Bull blog, bull bogart, bull spork, bull corner, bull monopolize. Maybe it is bullfrog. I'm not confident though. There's a lot of things I'm not confident about in this one. So we're going to try motel as a portmanteau. Okay, it is. Is that like a mobile hotel? I don't know. It's not really mobile, but they are portmanteaus. So that was blue. So we still have yellow, supposedly. Okay, so if we are bull, bulldoze, bulldog, bullhorn, we've got monopolize, hog. Oh, so this is to like to hog to talk to what's another word for that? To keep to yourself, like to be selfishly hold on to. I don't know. I think it implies selfishness, but I'm not sure. But you monopolize on it, you hog it, you corner it. Is that what Bogart means? Frog doesn't mean that. So it's got to be Bogart. Bogart. So maybe bullfrog is a thing, like I thought. Greedily control. There we go. Being greedy. All right. And then these are bull blank. And it's actually purple this time. They've been messing with purple recently. With the colors in general. All right. Actually, I think the colors are kind of back to normal-ish. I think these are the colors I would assign to these. All right. Just one mistake, I think. I think. Really? Is that what I did? What did I do? Difficulty? I don't know. I'm going to give it their standard 2.3. I think we have a 75% solve rate. It's really hard to measure the difficulty on this one, so I'll just look at the data. That does look like a bull with a bull clock or something, or a wheel gear thing. I don't know. They give it 2, not even their favorite 2.3. 57%, way lower than I thought. I think I said 75%, but I did say it's hard to determine the difficulty of this one. Very common to make this mistake first. That's interesting. Okay. So people are getting green, winning games are getting green first by far. The other ones are about equal, although purple's a little less likely. Really evens out on second, although purple's still least likely. And then ever. So people are either getting green or nothing, is what that looks like to me. 14% got absolutely nothing. 12% got green. 9% got yellow-green. Some order. We got a green blue. We've got a yellow. Okay. Interesting. No AI descriptions today. Not that we missed them. Dog with. Okay, so it's not knowing Bogart, right? We've got yellow, but we don't know Bogart. So we're trying dog and we're trying horn. And then we've got cog gear and sprocket, but we don't know pinion. So we're trying horn with it for some reason. And then dog, frog, blog, smog are just like rhymes, I suppose. I don't know why you wouldn't include cog too. Maybe you've already gotten green. So you just try this because you're out of ideas. And then this, 11% of people put sprocket in because sprocket really does sound like it's portmanteau. I don't know if it is or not. It just sounds like it's portmanteau with socket and something else. All right. What are people locking in first? Green, yellow, green with horn, blue, purple, blue with sprocket twice. Okay. Well, that is it for connections. How'd you do? Let's do pips for Sunday, March 15th. We'll do the easy, medium, then hard. Let's play. Okay. Lots of ways to add to 10. So we need a double here. That's going to be double 5 or double blank. And then we need a double here. Okay, so if this was double blank, this would be a blank 3, and 3 can't go into 10. So this is double 5. This is double blank, and this is a blank 3. Now 5 is only connected to 4, and then we get 6, 3, and we're done. All right. Easy living up to its name. Let's do medium. At least there was one bit of logic for it, so it is plonking. I'm going to write out the geometry here just because it does look like it could be helpful to think about. All right. So yeah, that's exactly where dominoes have to go. Greater than 10, so 11 or 12. So it's 5, 6, or 6, 6. Which means it has to use our 6. So we have a 3, 4, and a 3, 1. I'm just not sure which of these uses the 6, but I'm just gonna pick this for now. And we can always move it around. But what else is happening here? So this is going to be a 5. 5, 1 or 5, 2. This has to be our blank. This is blank 2. Okay. So I have a 5, 2. So the other thought I had was the 6, 3 going like this. But that doesn't work because it has to go with a 2. So this is our 6, 3. And then this is our 5, 2. And now this has to be 3, 4 or 3, 1. We're not sure which one yet. These are both 1 because blank is gone. This adds to 5. So where's the 1, 5 go? That might be a good question to ask because it's not over here. It doesn't touch this 5. Wait, where does the 1, 5 go? I think we have to do this. I think it has to go in this blank here. Oh no, sorry. The 1 5 goes here. I think that's what has to happen. 1 2 3 4 3 1. Oh, so the 3 4 and 3 1 are interchangeable. They should have put a greater than 1 in there or something. Because usually they try to go for that unique solution, but this 3 4 and this 3 1 are interchangeable. Okay, let's do the hard. Definitely writing out this geometry. All right, 10 10 is this is just a 10 domino and it doesn't affect the rest of the puzzle at all. This is a 1 6, so we might as well fill it. I hate when they're just like in random order. It makes it so much harder to scan. All right. Now this has to go left like that, which means this goes left like that. So this is a 6 with a 6 or a 5. So we have 6 5 and we have 6 6. Unfortunate, but it's one of those. All right, what else can we draw out? This goes in here. This is also 2 6s. How many 6s do I have left? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 6s and 4 dominoes. I need 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. I should look at what I have that adds to 10. It's going to be 4 6 or 5 5. I have a 5 5. I have a 4 6, so I don't know. Shoot. Okay. Is there any other geometry I can look at here? Like I haven't seen it. I don't think so. Is there anything where I can go, okay, we don't have, I mean, we have a 6 6 that could go there, so we have that. Actually, no, this can't be the 6 6, and that might be another in, kind of. Because if we count how many cells we have here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, sorry. For some reason, I counted 5. When I recounted, it was 6, so one appeared out of nowhere. So that can be 6 6. Never mind. I'm going to have to vibe this one. I don't know how to get into it. We got this 3 equals. We got this 3 equals. Oh, boy. Is there anything that's rare, like a rare number that I can focus on? Not that I'm seeing. There's so many dominoes. What about this? Like, should I think about specific things? Like, where does blank blank go? I don't know. We have a empty here that can take anything. Okay, I'm going to just vibe something here. I'm going to put a 6 5 here, and I'm going to put this 4 6 here. And then I'm going to put the 6 6 in the 12. And probably at least one of those is wrong, but we'll see. Does that even help much? Like, I'm going to be doing like vibe within vibe within vibe, which I really don't want to do. Less than 2, so blanks and ones only. At least one blank. Oh, I do have more geometry in it. Okay, let's see what other geometry we can get before we start vibing this stuff, because I didn't notice this goes left, and that makes this go left. So this is a single domino that's less than 2, and I think we don't have a 0 1. So this is where the blank blank goes. Okay. So at least that's forced. I don't know what to do with this. How many ones do I have? I've got a 1 1. Wait, is that it? Okay, so 1 was rare, and I didn't notice that. Okay. What else can I say here? Greater than 2 into an equal is not amazing. Oh, this here actually has to be here. So this is a double. So maybe we should think about what doubles we have. We have a 3 3. I should underline my doubles because they're usually useful to think about. We have a 3 3. We have a 2 2. We have a 6 6. We have a 5 5. That's a lot of doubles. Now, are any of these excluded from here because they don't have a 3 or greater connected? So like, oh, I have a 3 4 and a 3 5. Okay, 2s. I have a 2 4. Sixes, I have a 6-4. Fives, I have a 5-6. It's probably not the fives, though, because I think the 5-6 is going to be used by this 11, but I'm not entirely sure. Is there any other geometry? Yeah, there is actually more geometry. We've got this here. Oh, and now we have this. And now we have this. I hope I'm doing this right. And this area is open. Okay. So I was right that the 4 goes into here. So like 6, 5, and 4. Let's see, what's connected to a 4? Blank is not going into an 11. 3 is not. 6 can. 2 is not. Okay, so this is 4, 6, and this is 6, 5. That's actually forced now, so my vibe was correct. This is a double, and this is a double. Make it trouble. So I've got the 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6 left. I mean, I could do 5, 5 with 5, 3 even. Like, I could do the 6, 6 in here. And then like, are these all blanks? The 2 blank, the 4 blank, wait, less than 2. I got to think about this a little bit. I think this has to be the 6, 6, actually, because I don't have more 6s to use. I don't have to make this the 5s, though, so let's take that out. I think all this is forced that I have placed. So let's think about this a little bit. So I need 2 connected to something that I'm going to have 3 of. I was thinking 2 blank. But the problem is I only have blank 4 and blank 6, neither of which can be in less than 2. So it's not going to be 2 blank. I have 2, 2. But then I don't have enough 2s to finish that. I've got 2, 4. So I have just enough 4s. And it just works here. Okay. Did I use my 4, 6 up? Yeah, I did there. So this is the 5, 5, actually. So I could have realized that. I'm down to 2, 2, and 3, 3, which are going to go in some order here. So it's going to have to be the 2, 2 here and the 3, 3 here, because we don't have a good thing for that. This has to be 6 blank, and then this has to be blank 2 this way. All right. So actually, that did actually logically solve very nicely. I just didn't draw the geometry out enough from the start, because I just didn't notice there was another forced one. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini and Midi crosswords for Sunday, March 15th. Let's play. On-call doctor's device, a pager. Amazon virtual assistant is Alexa. Host of the 2026 Oscars. Hey, Alexa, who's the host of the 2026 Oscars? Sorry, I had to do it. I don't actually have Alexa, so it won't answer me. But it'll answer you. Stumped on a puzzle, say. Stuck. Avenues and boulevards are streets. Election influencing groups for short. PACs. Quite a few, a lot. The Tyrannosaurus of Tyrannosaurus Rex. The genus. Right on. Exact. And it's Conan, I suppose. Okay. And this is puts in order from best to worst, maybe. Ranks. I do try to do that sometimes in connections, don't I? They spelled my name wrong, though. All right. Let's move on to the MIDI. This is called Beware the Ides of March. It is the Ides of March. And maybe that's why this day in history that I read earlier talked about King Odysseus, who also died on the Ides of March. Interesting. All right, let's play. Makeshift glove at a baseball game. Makeshift glove at a baseball game. I don't know. Like cars parked in a bike lane often. Illegal? Towed? I don't know. I don't know what they want there. I don't think towed really works. These are Roman numerals. So political figure who foolishly ignored this puzzle's title is Caesar. 3 and 15 in Roman numerals. So these are all related to Caesar in some way. Okay, I mean, numbers doesn't fit, right? Numerals, maybe? So maybe all of these are Roman something. That might make sense. Famous last words are E tu brute. I don't know how to spell it, apparently. So we're not going to fill that until we get some downs. All right. Let's just keep going. Number of eyes for a copepod. No idea. Maybe it's 6. Nerd. Like a geek, maybe? I don't know. They're fast and loose with that. Blank center. Facility for IT infrastructure. Data center. Took me a second to parse that sentence. Sorry. Girl who works the diner all day in Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Living on a Prayer. Do I need to sing the whole song? I don't know. We'll skip it. Famous last words. E2 Brute. Trees support system. The Roots. Burgundy of Anchorman. Ron Burgundy. Location of 15 Across's downfall. Rome. Verbal stumbles. Maybe ums. I'm not sure. Ticks. It's got to be plural, right? Space streaker with a tail. That's a comet. Dazzle. I mean, I guess it is true that comets don't wear clothes. Let's see. Dazzle to, I'm not sure. The P of MPG, miles per gallon. Okay, so it's per. Common sushi fish, tuna. Weapon used on 15 Across, a dagger. Nonverbal, nicely done, a nod. So it's 1 eye, not 6. All right. Free time, leisure. Title for many of 15 Across's assassins, senator. These are just heirs. Okay. Because I thought this was going to be heir, so I didn't think they'd do heirs, but I guess they are different. Some women who demand to speak to the manager, slangily. Karens. Less than 90 degrees. Acute. Muscles made of steel. Abs. Made a mistake. Error. Not a moment too soon. Oh, it's et tu brute. Okay. Tom Holland, Spider-Man universe. Makeshift glove is a cap. Okay. Toad. It was Toad. Okay. What did I mess up? Shoot. What's this one? Maybe it's Gina. Okay. I spelled leisure wrong. Otherwise, did okay. So it's et tu brute. I thought it was e tu brute. What do I know, apparently? Interesting. Okay, cool. Are there any here that not a moment too soon? Did I get these? I think I looked at these. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is best of all. Best of all. I don't know. Are we wound? I don't know why it would be wound. Are we talking about awards? Like Academy Awards, maybe? Academy Award. Okay. So like actor, actress, best film. I don't know. What are we going for? Okay. Actor, director, sound, picture, best picture. 2 more. Do we have actress? We do. Wait. I have actus. I don't actually have actress. Song. Oh, I do have actress. Wait. I do have actress if I actually path it correctly. I was like, what a weird brain fart at the end there. Okay. Probably didn't need that one extra lock-in. Had I not done that, it would have been a rings perfect. But anyway, how'd you do? Hello, today's bonus game is Fibble. So it's like Wordle, but it lies to you, which makes it much harder. So what do I mean by it lies to you? Well, in every single guess made, including that it starts us off with a random word. It started us off with axiom today. One of these colors is actually lying to us. Exactly one in every guess. And so maybe this A, it colored it gray, but maybe it was supposed to be yellow or green. Or maybe this O was supposed to be gray or green. We don't know, but we're going to have to figure it out logically and then get the answer. So I like to use the positive information as much as possible because that helps us find contradictions. So I'd like to use the M and the O, and that means I need to actually bring in one of these grays as green or yellow. So I'm going to go with moist. So this, we're using the M and the O correctly, and then the I would be lying. It should have been green if moist was the answer. All right, so we did hit a contradiction, which is good to know. So here O is gray, here O is yellow. That's a contradiction. So we need to use up at least one lie on these. Like they could technically both be lying, but at least one of them is lying. And because of that, we don't get two more lies. So for example, these I's have to be true as gray because if one of them's lying, the other one's lying because they agree with each other right now. Also, these M's agree that there is an M in the word. One of them could be lying and should have been green, but they cannot be lying as gray. So there is an M in the word. So the question is, can I continue to use M-O and then also use the T? Like this could be difficult because I wouldn't be able to use the M first or last. But I could do something like O-M, like T-O-M, for example, would be fine. And then just two new letters. Or I could move the M somewhere. But it's tough with that M there. I have to include an M. I don't have to include anything else, but I'd like to. Maybe like tome. Is tomer a word? No, didn't think so. Huh. I could do tempo. Ooh, that's fun. Oh no, tempo. Okay, so I need a lie and axiom as well. If I use the M and the O, I need a lie and axiom as well. So I'd have to use the A. Probably not using an X. So it would actually be more like toma. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, the T doesn't have to be first. Can I do like an OA, TOAM? All right, let's forget that. So I'm going to omit the O. I'm going to say that the O is not in the word. So we're going to use a T and an M, and we're going to omit the O, and we're going to omit the A. But then we're going to bring in a S as well. So something like ST something M. Or I could end in M, and then I don't have to bring in. No, omitting the O means I can't end in M. But I could start with M, and that would be our lie. And then just use the T somewhere, and then wait. Why would that have too many lies in axiom? Oh, because of the X. We're ignoring the X. Okay. I'll use these instead. Okay. I have to use an O somewhere. What if I did motor? No. If I start with M, I don't use the O. Sorry, I'm omitting the O. What am I doing? I could do meter then. Meter's fine. Okay, finally found something to guess. Oh, green here. So one of these two is lying. What did I learn from that? Oh, and one of the T's is lying. Oh, that's great. So we have found that one of these M's must be lying, and we found that one of these T's must be lying. That's both lies. There's one lie in moist and one lie in meter, and that's both of them. One's in the T's, one's in the M's. So if you're not a T or an M, you're not lying. So those are all true. So I'm thinking, what am I thinking? Start with M. And that's our lie in moist, which is good because then I'm going to include the T somewhere. And then I need to use an E. I could do like a... I can't put the E fourth because it was gray here, and that's true. I could do maybe like a M, and then an E here, and then an RT. No, I can't end in T. Not with the M first. I think I'm down to one word. I got to figure it out. M. I got to use an E. I got to use an R. I could omit the T, I suppose. Not if I do M first, though. If I do M first, I can't omit the T. I have to use the T, and then that's the lie in meter. Something along these lines. Miter is a word. Or, not. Oh, wait. I think miter is a word, but we can't use the I. We know I is out of the word. So maybe M isn't first, in which case there's no E. Oh, sorry, there's no T. So we have an R and an E somewhere. Maybe we end in RE, and then there's an M. Maybe it's, I was going to say SM, but we can't do that. But maybe it's something like this. We just need new letters. But before an M, it's going to be a vowel or an S, I'm pretty sure. Umbra, but that's an A at the end, not an E at the end. It is umbra a word like this? It is. It wasn't the answer. All right, what do we learn from this? Not much. Oh boy. Oh no. So we know there's an M in the word. We don't know where it goes. We know there's an R in the word and an E in the word. So we have to keep using those. I don't think this B is the lie, because then we're a pure anagram of whatever this is, which I don't think is true. So I think that the U has to be the lie, because we know there's an M, R, and E in the word. Those are all actually guaranteed in the word somewhere. The lie could be that one of these was supposed to be green or this was supposed to be yellow, though. So we're not guaranteed that the U is lying. But let's just pretend the U is lying, and these are all true. So I'm not going to mark it. But then I have to use the M somewhere else, the R somewhere else. Maybe something like this. Ooh, how about the word rhyme? Does that work? It does. And it's the answer. Okay. Oh, rhyme is a tough word. I'm happy with that. 4. We call that a 4 because it starts us off with a random word. So we made 4 guesses. Anyway, very cool. Let's spin the bonus wheel and see what game we're going to be playing tomorrow. All right, we've got Becca, who suggested Flashback. This is a New York Times game where you have to put historical events in order. It is a weekly game, and I will include a link in the description. And how'd you do? All right, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.